final rounds of the Bankfin Touring Car Series, and we're here at AA Kyalami for the Vodacom Festival of Speed. And for the first time, the rounds are being run on two separate days. Saturday we'll see round 19, and Sunday we'll see round 20. Janil de Villiers already wrapped up the championship in his BP Nissan. His teammate Duncan Foss going for that second place. He's going to be challenged in the Sattel BMW by Sean van der Linde. Marco de Santos rather off the pace in the championship as well as qualifying over the weekend. And with Janil de Villiers already having wrapped up the championship, all eyes will be on Duncan Foss and Sean van der Linde for second. Sean's still going for that second position in the championship, second on the grid for race one, sandwiched in between the two Nissans. It's your favourite circuit as well, though, isn't it?
It is. I'm actually quite glad that it's going to be the last round at Kyalami, which like I've said in the past, it favours our cars. And unfortunately, I'm not on pole where I would have liked to be, but then again, I'm in front of Duncan for today's race, and you know, we're just going to have to hang in there. I think we'll be a little bit stronger towards the end of the race. And I still in there with a chance, although he's got a couple of points ahead of me. We're still in with a chance. I haven't given up yet. I'm here to try and finish second in the championship, and that's what I'm here for. I'm going to try and do that.
Well, there are two men having their last races in Bankfin Touring Cars. One of them, Engine Audi's Chris Aberdeen. Chris, 13 years with Audi and Volkswagen. Difficult decision, the retirement?
Not really. I think it's been coming for the last year. You know, my priorities have switched a little. I've had a good innings with them. It's been 13 years. It's been a wonderful time, and time to move on and do other things. You know,
highlights, things that really stand out.
Lots of highlights. Driving the 700 horsepower Quattro, obviously a great time. The first Super Touring cars, very competitive. It was a fantastic era. Lots of highlights. Made lots of friends. Had a fantastic time.
Bankfin, the right deal.
Round 19 of the Bankfin Touring Car Series. Let's have a look at the grid. Well, in pole position, he's already champion for 1999, Janil de Villiers in the BP Nissan. Second position, the man who's chasing second place in the championship, Sean van der Linde in the first of the Sattel BMW. The man he is chasing is Duncan Foss. He's in third position in the second of the BP Nissans. First of the Petronas Opals, that's Sean Watson-Smith, not having the best of weekends. In fifth, chasing his teammate, Sean van der Linde, his last race for BMW, Michael Briggs. And the first of the Engine Audis is Anthony Taylor. He starts sixth. Janil de Villiers once again putting in a stunning qualifying lap, beating the rest of the field by over 7/10 of a second. Sean van der Linde in second, Duncan Foss in third. Those two men chasing second place in the championship. Once again been joined by Bankfin Pro Car driver Colin Hasty as we look at the start at AA Kyalami of round 19 of the Bankfin Touring Car Series.
Yeah, we're coming up with a rolling start now. The reason we've got a rolling start in Bankfin Touring Cars is to conserve the gearboxes. The cars run a very long gearbox. The standing start puts huge shock loads through, and away they go. We've got a race on our hands.
Janil de Villiers on the right-hand side, Sean van der Linde on the left in the BMW. It's de Villiers who gets the lead into the first corner, in car with Sean Watson-Smith, who's had a fantastic second half of the season.
Yeah, you know, he's led a couple of races, he's chucked it away a few times, and he's really looking for a good finish at this race. Look how the cars are sliding around as they come into corners here, Nashua 1 and 2. Drive out of here, very important, going up the back straight into the Sunset corner, which is a really nice, quick fourth gear corner.
Janil de Villiers ahead of Sean van der Linde, Duncan Foss, and then Sean Watson-Smith as they're into Sunset for the first time. We're in car with Mike Briggs having his last drive in the Sattel BMW.
Yeah, Mike's going to look for a good one here. He's been in race touring cars, he's an integral part of it for a long time, and he's really looking for a good drive. You see the cars coming up out of Clubhouse Corner, going into the first S. Now watch as they turn in, there's a little bit of a bump on the inside there. And that's Sean Watson-Smith having a really good close go at Duncan Foss.
It looks like de Villiers getting away from the field as they come up for the first time to West Bank. This is almost a hairpin, really, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. You know, you come up over the top, it's on a sort of a tabletop, and you can't see the corner until you pop over the tabletop, hard on the brakes, and it's got a double apex, and now down into the mine shaft, which is flat out left-hand corner. Beautiful.
Fastest pass of the circuit. In car with Duncan Foss, he's chasing Sean van der Linde. Hard on the brakes, tight right-hander here.
Yeah, very tight. You've got to get close onto the apex there. You see Sean Sean did it really nicely. Hard drive out now, up a short little straight, 2 gear changes, and then back down to first gear for this really Mickey Mouse turn between the tyres there. I mean, it's a really horrible corner because it is so slow, but it's an important corner to get right, to get some good lap speed out of the car.
Neil de Villiers, there's Van der Linde, Duncan Foss, Sean Watson-Smith in the Petronas Opel, and then Michael Briggs in the second Sassel BMW as they complete lap 1.
Yeah, there they go past the Bankfin babe, and they sure aren't looking at her as they concentrate going into the very, very fast right and left-hand sweeps down at the end of the pit straight.
De Villiers, Van der Linde, Duncan Foss, Sean Watson-Smith, those are the first 4 as we're in car with Sean Watson-Smith. He's right up behind Duncan Foss. Duncan hits the brakes, Sean almost up.
Yeah, he's just giving him a little bit of a nudge saying, hello, Dunky, I'm here, let's get a move on with the race. And you can see the good drive that Dunky got out of the corner there, carrying some nice speed up into Sunset Corner, really flat out.
And look at Briggs and Watson-Smith, the 2 drivers from Port Elizabeth. Bit of wing mirror banging there.
Yeah, just some friendly greeting from very good friends, actually. And they come out of Sunset Corner, nice drive, very hard on the brakes, down to second gear for Clubhouse. Watch them get nice and close on the inside and carry some good drive out of the corner going up to the S's.
Just got to get it right here for the S's. You clip the apex on the left-hand side there.
Compromise the first corner to get the nice line and the good drive coming out of the second corner, so you carry the speed up the hill going into West Bank Corner.
Which is where we are now. It's de Villiers, and there's Duncan Foss and Sean Watson-Smith, Michael Briggs.
Yeah, defending a little bit there from Anthony Taylor.
Of course, Anthony Taylor won last time out at Kyalami in the engine Audi.
Well, to win this today, he's going to have to work really hard to catch up to Janelle and Sean Watson-Smith over there.
Fastest part of the circuit, we're watching Michael Briggs and Anthony Taylor as they come into the Vodacom Bowl. It's tight right-hander, hard on the brakes. Taylor has a look around the outside. He's not going to get through there. Got his teammate Terry Moss right behind him.
Yeah, this could be interesting. There's not a lot of love lost between those two over there, and Terry's got a major reputation as a, let's put it this way, a nice hard driver. Godzilla comes to mind.
Well, we're with Duncan Foss. He's in third position. Watson-Smith, the man from Port Elizabeth, in the first of the Petronas Opals. He's in fourth as they come across the line to the end of lap 2.
Well, it looks like Janelle's got about a 1.5 second gap over Van der Linde. And going car with Sean Watson-Smith. As they turn, he's checking Duncan Foss. He's looking for a podium finish as they go through turn 1.
On to lap 6, still Janelle de Villiers, followed by Sean Van der Linde, Duncan Foss, Watson-Smith, Michael Briggs, Anthony Taylor, Terry Moss and Dion Joubert. As we look at the first privateer, that's Marco de Santos, man who's going to BMW for next year's season. He's followed by the Englishman Mark Peters in the third of the BP Nissans. We're in car with Michael Briggs, the man who de Santos' place is taking.
Yeah, it's quite a sad day for Michael. He's really done well in touring cars, and he's pushing hard. You see how the back of the Opel stepped out of there? That's one of the things you've got to be really careful about in the first S. If you don't get it onto the left-hand side coming out of the second, you are going to lose time up the hill.
Cars rather spaced out now as they come up to West Bank. Looks like Marco de Santos slowing down in the background there as we look at Dion Joubert in the second of the going round West Bank.
Yeah, Dion ran a little bit wide there. One of the things about West Bank is you keep it nice and tight on the second apex, and you can carry some good speed out down the hill, which gives you a lovely run through that quick left-hand corner.
Back to his teammate, Sean Watson-Smith. There's Michael Briggs in the Sassel BMW, chasing his fellow town member, Sean Watson-Smith. Now we're looking at Chris Aberdeen and Dion Joubert as they come into the silly corner, as you call it.
Yeah, or silly corner Mickey Mouse, but right, back to the leaders. That's Janelle de Villiers with Sean Van der Linde, really close up to him.
Looks like Sean's caught up slightly there.
Well, remember the BMs won their debut at this track. They are really good at Kyalami, and Sean was saying that he was hoping to come on strong at the second part of the race. Looks like they are, in car with Mike.
This is Michael Briggs. Does Kyalami suit the rear-wheel drive? Because they are the only rear-wheel drive manufacturer in the Bankfin Touring Car Series.
Well, it seems to. I don't know why, but it's just one of those things, possibly gear ratios, weight distribution, and just the way they put the power down on the road.
Well, there is Marco de Santos in the pits. His mechanic is looking at the engine. That's his mathematical chance of third position in the championship over. Back with the leaders in the Vodacom Bowl at the end of lap 7, and this is Michael Briggs. Sean Watson-Smith off to the left-hand side. That's left Michael Briggs up one position. He's got ahead of Sean Watson-Smith.
Yeah, I think it's very, very tricky braking going into the Vodacom Bowl there. Sean probably just went a little bit too hot, ran wide, lost the position.
Now look at de Villiers here. He's got Sean Van der Linde, but his teammate Duncan Foss so that Duncan can get past Sean?
Yeah, John, I don't really think so. All Duncan has to do is just drive around and finish the race. Not like last year when he chucked it away. But as long as he finishes the race, Sean's chances of winning coming second in the championship are out of the window.
Well, there is Duncan Foss, who's chasing Sean van der Linde. They're through up into Nashua Corner. Is this tricky?
Yeah, it is. You're braking and turning at the same time. You've got to be very careful of not locking the wheels.
Well, Duncan using all the road there.
Well, hell, you've sometimes got to use all of it and a little bit more.
On to lap 9, still Janelle de Villiers, Sean van der Linde and Duncan Foss. Those three well ahead of Michael Briggs as they come up into Westbank. And there's Sean going past Janelle.
Yeah, he's got a good outbraking maneuver, and Duncan as well.
Has he got past him? Well, Janelle's on the outside. Looks like Duncan's gone through as well.
Duncan's definitely through there, and I wonder what happens to Janelle. It seems to be he must have a problem.
Well, he's still behind them. It seems okay at the moment, but van der Linde pulls out a bit of a gap from Duncan Foss. Nice to see a BMW in the lead at Kyalami once again, and the crowd enjoying it as well.
They're absolutely going wild. I mean, this is really important for BM to get a good result. This is home track for Nissan and for BM, but we do know that BMs are really strong here. Now that Sean's got a clean road ahead of him, let's see how really quick he is.
De Villiers falling off the pace. Must be something wrong with his car. These two are second and third in the championship. Van der Linde third at the moment. Duncan Foss has just got to get the points here, and he will secure second position.
Yeah, he does. There's not enough points left in the game. I think there's 14 points that Duncan is ahead of Sean. So all he has to do is score 2 more points. There's not enough points left in the race. And look at the crowd. It's absolutely fantastic. A huge crowd today because of all the rest of the races that are on as well. I'm really enjoying a BM out in front.
Well, BMW and Sean van der Linde ahead of Duncan Foss, the local Houtenger, chasing van der Linde still as they go up to the right-handed sunset bend.
Yeah, for sure, Duncan wants to put maximum pressure on Sean. So he's going to push hard, he's going to use all the road, but also try and be really sensitive. Mike Briggs here now following
He's
Janelle.
up behind Janelle. De Villiers must have some sort of a problem because he really was with the pace. He's just fallen straight back off it.
Well, he was the pace, and for sure you don't slow down that much unless you've got a major problem.
And one more lap to go. It's Sean van der Linde and Duncan Foss as they head down the mine shaft, fastest part of the circuit, up to about 240 kilometres an hour as they switch it left into the Vodacom Bowl and then hard on the brakes. And Duncan Foss having a look down the outside of Sean van der Linde. Is he going to get round the outside? Very difficult place to overtake. Right up behind Sean. Sean's got a problem. Listen to that.
I wonder what that is. That's driveline. Something in the driveline seems to have packed up. Right, Dunky's on the road to win the race now.
Well, van der Linde still got... No, that's Sean van der Linde's race over and done with. Just listen to that car. That sounds very sick.
That's definitely an X-gearbox that he's got in there that's not going anywhere. That's his second place in the championship, definitely out the window.
And gives Duncan Foss a large lead over Michael Briggs. Sean Watson-Smith in third. Behind them, Terry Moss. He's used to qualifying down the field and coming up and getting a podium.
He's done it a couple of times this year, and if I was Sean, I'd keep a very sharp eye on the mirrors. Godzilla's coming through.
And the other Sean, that's Sean van der Linde with a very sick BMW. Last lap, and it's Westbank Corner. A very, very happy, I would imagine, Duncan Foss takes them through. But this is a battle for second place. Yeah. An unhappy Audi fan, he's a character out at Kyalami. This is the battle on for second position. Michael Briggs, followed by Sean van der Linde. Terry Moss chasing them down the mine shaft. As we're on the last lap, is Watson-Smith going to be able to sneak inside Michael Briggs as they come into the Vodacom Bowl? Darby Joubert in the Pro Car moves out of the way of race leader Duncan Foss, but there's the battle for second place. Anthony Taylor.
Yeah, John, I got it all wrong. I thought it was Terry Moss. I apologise to Anthony. Yeah, Anthony is there behind Sean Watson-Smith in the Opal.
Okay, this is the battle. This is Duncan Foss in the BP Nissan. This is going to secure his second place in the championship.
Yeah, this is going to make him seriously happy. He didn't win it last year. He's going to, look there, he's going to blast his team, give them a real good send-off as he goes past the pit wall.
And a delighted Nissan team as Duncan Foss takes round 19, secures his second place in the championship. A very bent Brian Martin there with his bonnet standing up, but it is Foss who takes it from probably a delighted Michael Briggs in his last race for Sassel BMW, Sean Watson-Smith, and there he is, Anthony Taylor,
Anthony Taylor
in the engine Audi.
I'm really happy. We had a great race. Sean, Janelle and I were leading the race, and I knew I mustn't do anything stupid. I must bide my time, just hang in there, try and conserve my tires towards the end of the race, and then put in some hard laps, which I did.
and it's unfortunate for Sean. I don't know what happened to him, but I think Mr. Gear or something broke, but it was very lucky for me, and I'm really thrilled.
Bankfin, the right deal for you.